Happy New Year.
I can't believe it's 2024 already.
I know. That's crazy.
I know. I feel like last year went pretty fast. And
Mm-hmm.
then here we are. Like, really, really went fast. I felt like the last half of my year was, like, kind of stressful. And then when I did my, like, 2023 recap, I was like, oh my God, so many memories. I'm like, I forgot about all these things that we did this year.
Right at the beginning of the year. The
Yeah, at the
first 6
beginning.
months.
Yeah, it's like the first 6 months of the year, it's like everything's peachy, it's so much fun, it's so nice. And then like you hit fall, like once school
Yeah.
starts, it's like ugh. Like everything
No.
just like goes downhill.
It's like
Everything that you
so
can
slow.
yeah, everything you can imagine happens. Everything's just slow, like the weather's dreary, it's just so blah.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's slow, but I love dreary weather though. Like
I
give me a
know.
gloomy day. I love a
Yeah.
gloomy day.
And just to like sit in bed all day and just like binge watch our
Really.
garbage shows.
No, it's great. It's like the simple things in life, really. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Like yesterday, I finally sat down to watch Southern Charm, and I'm like,
Mm.
yay! Like my shows are coming back on. Like,
I
man, that winter
know.
break sucks too.
You know what? And that's probably why it sucks because we watch so much reality TV and they all go on a break. And it's like, what am I going to do with my life? Like,
Yeah.
really? I should probably go mop my floors. But I mean,
Yeah. Like I had just
mhm.
seen a post. It might have been like the Bravo one, but it was saying like, no, it was one of my 90 Day Fiance channel or whatever pages shared, and they were like, oh, like one of the shows is coming back on tonight. It was like, finally, like for 2 weeks we've all been like, I know I've been checking and I forget, like, why aren't they showing it, like where's my show?
I
And I'm
know.
like, oh right, holidays,
I
that's
know.
why.
And all the shows are like ending. So I'm like, where are my reunion shows? Like, what is
Yes.
happening?
Yeah, like some shows
Ugh,
that used to have a reunion don't have one anymore, and it's like, we live for a good reunion.
I love a good reunion. I love
Yeah.
it's like it's so great. I watch a whole season and maybe not even like it, but the reunion come and I'm like, yes, get
Oh
him,
my
Craig,
god.
get him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
I
I
love
know I saw
reunion
the
Craig.
previews too. Yes, the
Mm-hmm.
previews for the reunion for Southern Charm, and I'm like, oh. Then I looked at Hyro and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I hate that they split up these reunions into like 2, 3 parts. It is the worst
Uh,
because you have to wait 3 weeks to hear like one whole like final
I
ending.
know.
It's
Agreed.
terrible.
Same
The
page.
worst.
It
The
really
worst
is.
about reality TV. Oh my gosh. But you know what other show I started watching too?
Mm.
Um I seen the first one. What is it? The Mysterious Case of Natalia Grace.
I was just watching that now.
Right, oh, the second part is out.
Yeah, the second part is out.
Is it just me or like it's some really cheesy like acting, I feel
Yeah,
like
like
it's more not so much scripted, but it's very much like forced
right, like
forced
what's his name?
emotions.
Are you watching the first part? Like the
The
first
second
season of it?
part.
Oh, the second part. Yeah, see, Dan saw some of it with me and he was like, I feel like that was a little forced. And I was like, I don't
I
know who I believe.
can't get around
I
it.
don't know.
Like I can't.
Yeah.
Like the first what did you think of the first half?
I thought it was, I don't know, because I was like, is this man just crazy? Like, is he just,
The dad or
does he,
whatever, the
yeah, the dad, does he just want,
ex-father.
because the wife, Christine, got all this fame out of everything and he's kind of like, didn't get it all. So is he trying to get his 15 minutes right here? You know what I mean?
Right. I can see that.
Yeah, so I don't know, but until the sun came up and they had like that secret conversation where they forgot they were mic'd,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know what to believe. Like, what is this? But I'm still gonna watch it. But like, I don't know.
They just showed that part in the second part, and
Hmm.
they were like, "Are we talking about the time where he pushed her down the stairs or not?"
Right, right, right.
Oh my god, that's so
Yeah,
funny. Like when I saw that, I was like, "Bruh."
I know. Same. I was like, what? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I,
And then the second part, go on.
I don't I just can't get around it. Like because even in the second part, they're coming out with like what they actually found out and like what's what the truth started coming out as or whatever. But I just can't get around the guy who originally adopted her, like her dad. I just can't. Like to me, he's just too theatric for a documentary or a
Yes. Yeah.
docuseries because
Yeah. And
this
that's
is
my
like
thing is,
serious allegations and you're just like,
yeah,
well, I just don't know, we were both manipulated, like what?
right. And the second one, like, I'm not going to give anything away, but like, they finally like sit together,
Yeah,
her.
I where am I in it? Let
Did
me
you
check
see
really
that?
quick. I saw the first sit down and then he walked out, and then I late last night because the baby was having a hard time going back to sleep, but late last night I was like dozing off to their second sit down. And that one for me, like in between me dozing off, I was just like, this is too much. Like he's too
Yeah.
much. And you could tell she's sitting there looking at him like, are you good? Like, why are you way more reactive about
Ex-
my situation than I
exactly.
am?
Well, the fact that he was like, we were both victims, and it's like, I get that maybe you were a victim to like a narcissistic wife or whatever. However, you were the adult in her life. Like,
Yeah.
what is it, victim? How would you say that? Is not the same. Sure, you may
No.
have both been victimized by the same person, but it's not the
In different
same.
ways. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So I think she's kind of like, are you kidding me? Like, it's not. At one point, she was like, what is he sitting here, like, being upset about? You know?
Yeah.
But I thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious the part where
he's
her adopted dad is like, I'm going to ask you to stop cursing. Just stop
I was
cussing.
literally about that was my next like I'm listening, but I'm like, don't forget this, don't forget this. No, that was
Uh,
literally my next point because I liked how the lawyer stepped in and was like, we're not asking you not to be you. Don't ask him not to be him. Like that part was so
yes.
relatable in
Yeah,
so
he was
many
like,
ways.
I'm not asking you not to be a Christian because you wouldn't be able to do that. That's just, so
Yeah,
I'm
the
not going to
whole
ask
prayer
Michael.
at the door. Come on.
You mean the sermon at the door? The
Yeah.
sermon at the door.
Yes. Mm-mm.
Anyway, that one was. I'm watching that now, but I thought that part. I rewinded it to watch it twice because I thought it was hilarious.
And he was
And then he
like,
just
the
kind of goes
devil is a
off.
liar. Like, I don't think they realized like how close they were to the door. And he's like sitting there the whole time listening to this guy preach about the devil will not win, the devil is a
Right. Well,
liar.
I don't think exactly. Like, I don't think they knew he was like sitting right there,
Right there.
like right there. Like maybe they thought he was further in the house, but he was
Yes.
right by the door.
I like when
So
they
funny.
panned out. Like, that's the best part about like reality TV and like the docu-series world is like there's certain like when you watch so much reality TV, you kind of look for like the quirkiness of the production and like the panning
Mm-hmm.
out to see how close he was to the door to them being outside of it was great. Like as for something that is so serious of a topic, like that was humor. Like that's
It
reality
was
TV
great.
humor that I enjoyed.
It was gold. Loved it.
It's such a great moment. But yeah, no,
It
that's what
was.
I'm watching now, and I'm like, I don't know if it's just me, and like I've seen a few clips pop up on my TikTok about it, but I'm like, is there anyone else talking about how theatric he is? It's just too much. Even Hyra was like, that guy's crazy. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know if this is just for show. I'm like, but he's lied about a lot of things that like they even have previously from the first part versus the second part. Like this guy's just,
Mhm.
I don't know. To me, it's kind of like the documentary is a little bit everywhere. Like it's just,
Mhm.
it's a little irritating to watch because of the theatrics of him. I feel like when she cries, it's a little bit forceful, even though I understand like her situation. I feel like it's just a little bit forced. And
Mhm.
then in her interview, she keeps repeating when she was 7. Like everything was when she was 7, when she was 7, when she was 7. And I'm like, my God, like you remember a lot, I guess, from when you were
From
7.
when
Like
you were
it's
7?
crazy. Yeah, like I don't know if you noticed that. It's just the repetitive, like, you know how repetitive noise gets annoying to us after a while?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That's what it was kind of like that, like a TV
Yeah.
watching situation. Like you keep repeating the same age. Like we get it. You were 7. Like we
I
know.
can't say I noticed that. Because
If
the
you,
kids
I would say,
eventually
if you
came
watch it
down.
back, don't watch it back. I don't think it's worth watching
I'm
back. But
I'm probably not gonna watch it twice, but
no.
I'm into it now. I did just watch this one called this documentary called, oh man, I forget what it's called. Hold on,
That sucks.
pause.
Okay.
Because Buddy sent me something about it, and Elaine sent me something about it, and I think Daniel did, and I was like, I'm literally watching that right now. I'm like, you guys know me
Wait.
so well.
What? Yeah. What is it?
Um, Gosh, it's the documentary about this like little cult
Is it on
with the
Discovery Plus?
no.
Oh
Hold on, let me go through my. Oh, Love Has Won. Have you seen that?
no.
No.
Mm-mm.
But it's this lady who calls herself Mother God.
Oh
Um,
no. That's
and
never
she's
good.
nope, it's
Oh
not.
my god.
And she basically has like this following of people. Um, anyway, but it got like really like ludicrous toward the end of it because like she's like dying and she needed a hospital, but they wouldn't take her to a 3D hospital because that's not what she would want. And then
Okay.
she
What is a
started
3D?
taking,
Wait, what's a 3D hospital?
girl,
Like
I
a
can't, we
real
don't,
hospital?
it's a real hospital because she doesn't live in
Oh.
the 3D world. She doesn't live in the 3D world because she is God.
Hmm.
And then
Okay.
she's like, Robin Williams came to me. I shit you not, in a dream. And like when she gets angry and stuff, it's because it's the people who are talking about her who are part of this cult. They're like, yeah, well, Robin Williams came to her, and this is why she was acting this way. And I'm like, what does Robin Williams have to do with anything? Why are we pulling him into this?
Yeah.
No, it was crazy. So she was taking, I forget what it was to help her feel better, but it like turned her skin like gray or like purple. She looked like Violet from Willy Wonka.
No.
Anyway, but they literally thought that like the aliens and the angels, I don't know what they call them, UFOs were gonna come and take her body and take her to heaven or wherever. So they're literally like waiting, but then she ends up dying and they're like, we don't understand why her body's still here because
Oh, are we in a cult? Like,
right.
that's
Anyway,
crazy.
it was pretty, it's only like 3 episodes, um but that one was very, it was, that was one of the weirder ones that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of
And that's like
documentaries.
a docu series. That's like
It's
a
like three
real thing.
episodes Yeah, it's a real thing, but it's
Oh
worse.
my
You got to, I'm not
god.
gonna spoil it, but you got to see it. But
Okay,
it
wait.
was,
What's it called? Let
it's
me.
called Love Has Won, the cult of Mother God.
My god, man. Love has won. The cult of Mother God?
The cult of Mother God. It's on HBO. I don't think it's on Discovery.
Okay. Oh man. Weird. People are
It is weird.
weird. We're almost done with Brooklyn Nine-Nine again. Such a good
Oh,
show.
yeah, that is a
The
good
baby
one.
loves dancing to the intro song too, so it makes it even better. I'm like, it's our 9-9 baby.
I love it. She's so cute. Oh, Danny says hi.
Aw.
I was putting her to
Hi,
bed and
Danny.
she goes, I was putting her to bed and she goes, do you have a meeting with Nina? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay, make sure you tell her I said hi and good night.
Aw.
I'm like,
She's
I'll
the
tell
best.
her.
Yes. Aw. I just played a little voice memo for Hyro this afternoon, and I was like, look at this voice memo from Z.
Aw.
I should play it. It's so cute. I saved it. Where is it? Right here.
Hey, you can play with a stroller. And that's it.
Did you want to say anything else to her?
Yeah.
Titi Nini.
Titi Nini, I love you so much.
So
No,
cute.
stop.
I saved it, and I'm like, oh, cute. She was trying to
I
tell me that I
love
could borrow her stroller for when I go down there with the baby. So, so she was trying to tell me. She was trying to say it for my sister.
Oh,
So she
she's
took
so
over.
sweet.
Oh, I can't wait. But
How
anywho,
cute.
so New Year's was last week. I was to say this past week, but last week. Did you enjoy your time on New Year's Eve?
I totally enjoyed my time. Did you enjoy your time?
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Did you?
I just
I think
think that we have gotten used to drinking like $50 bottles or more of tequila.
I agree
And like
because
the cheaper bottles, I can't. Like I'm not down with it. Like it takes me back to early,
yeah,
partying
yeah.
days, and I can't. Like
I said
I'm
that
sorry,
the
there's
next
just
the next day. I was like, Daniel, I can't do it anymore. He's like, you love tequila. I'm like, not that tequila. I
not
can't.
that
It was
tequila.
too. I couldn't do it. It was just too. Ugh. I mean, I had a great time. But like that last shot, and Harry was like, "Are you sipping a shot?" And I'm like, I just can't like take it all at once.
Oh my
No,
god.
no,
Yeah, I
I
think
agree.
once I had that shot, I was like, I'm done. Like, that just like killed the rest of like not my night of drinking. It was just I can't do it. Like, I'm sorry. We've
Hmm.
had the taste of the good life, and I don't think we
Yeah,
can just go back anymore. We are spoiled. We are spoiled brats. What is
we
that?
really
We're
are.
spoiled. We're tequila snobs.
Yes, that's exactly what we're tequila snobs, and that's okay. So next year we save up between us and
Yeah.
we get ourselves a nice bottle
Yeah.
because yeah. But
Even
no,
the
I had a great
Casamigos
time.
that we had last year, that was
That
like
was
even
better than
that
that.
was perfect. Like, but I
Hmm.
can't. Like the cheap tequila,
Hmm.
I can't do that
Hmm.
anymore. Ugh. But no, I
No,
had a good time.
I had fun. Yeah,
I did. I had a good time. I just think that really like killed it for me. I was like,
yeah.
ugh, like just it
I
killed
had
my
a lot of
taste
fun.
buds.
I woke up
But
like the next day. I'm like thinking about it, and I was like, good. And then at one point, and I was like, did I call her Uncle Titi Julio at some point? I think I may have, and I'm sorry.
oh my god. Well, my aunt sent me a video
Oh
about
no.
why beer gets skunky.
Oh.
And so I'm like, okay. She was like, oh, she was like, babe, you're right. Because my uncle was in the group chat. And I'm like, well,
Hmm.
I'm not a beer drinker. Like, beer, I don't touch the beer. I don't buy the beer. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like beer. But, so that's not on me. It's Hyro's fault. But I was like, okay, well, now we know. Like, there's proper ways to take care of your beer so it can taste the same, I guess. Like,
So
doesn't
people don't
taste.
think you're trying to drug them. Got it.
Yeah.
Got
So my uncle doesn't think. He was so
it.
worried too. He was like, "You're trying to see me trip." I'm like, I would never spike someone's drink. That is something I won't do. I will get somebody
Yeah.
drunk on purpose, but I won't spike your drink to get you
No.
there.
No. He was
That is
paranoid for
something.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah, even Vanessa the next day, because we were all in a group chat, and Vanessa was
Uh-huh.
like, "You owe Elena an apology for thinking that she would drug you." And he was like, "No, I stand by it. She probably still did it." And I'm like, "No, it's the hops. It's the
Now I
hops in the
know.
beer."
Now I know.
Yeah. But do you have any resolutions or goals for this year, for
I don't know
2023?
about resolutions or goals, but I do have, well, maybe. I'm just like, I have words for the year. I'm like 2024.
Okay, I
Yeah.
came across that. That's a thing, like
Yeah.
having certain words to live by or
Yes.
affirm, manifest. I seen
Affirmations.
that.
Yeah. Manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I have words for that. I have boundaries. Number 1, 2024. My
Bold,
word for the year.
bold, underlined, red, red ink.
Across my forehead. Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Um boundaries, and then I have um what is it? Protect my energy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't.
Yes. Yes.
That's kind of my thing. I have boundaries, I protect my energy, and I have choose me. So that's my
Yeah.
2024. For myself, I feel like 2023, like we said, the last half of it was rough, and it was like especially very, very rough for me. So now I'm like, new beginnings, new year.
Yeah.
Let's just, this is what I'm going to do. And then, like, also, I asked Dan the other day if he wanted to do a vision board with me. And he was like, okay. I'm like, no, really, let's get a bottle of wine. We'll have a date night here and we'll just put something together. I feel like I need to, like, just kind of like be reminded every day of what, my
Yeah.
goals, not goals, but just kind of our future and stuff. I don't know. But that's kind
Yeah.
of what I'm thinking. Does that make sense, or is that like
Well,
discombobulated?
I know what you're talking about, so it makes sense to me. I know your sitch, so
Yeah.
it makes perfect sense to me. But I know,
Yeah.
I think that's like a good idea, because those three things that are your words that you are living by for this next year are perfect for you and for your situation, so I totally get it.
Hmm.
But no, yeah, that makes sense to me. And I don't know what I would put on my vision board, but that sounds like fun.
Oh yeah. See,
I
we should have a vision board night. We should just
I'm
do it.
totally down. I'm
Let's do
down.
it. All right.
I mean, and that could be like for anything. It doesn't just have to be for this year.
No.
I guess
No,
mine
it could
would
be
be
for
for
anything.
anything. But yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really think I have. I mean, I think I'm just wanting like our family to get to where we need to be, like
Mm-hmm.
financially, with Hyro's new job and stuff like that. And I'm just
Yeah.
like counting down the days. So I'm just like, just little by little, we're getting through it. Like,
Mm-hmm.
having that transition last year was a pretty big decision for him, and
Mm-hmm.
to make as a breadwinner. So
Right.
it's just, we had to take a step back last year, and now it's like this year and next year it's just trying to get back to where we need to be. But I don't know, I feel like every school year, I think every school year is probably when I'm like, this year I'm going to be on top of it, I'm going to be on top of my kids' school stuff, like I'm going to be that mom. And then like life gets so busy, like all three of my kids are in different stages of
Yeah.
life, all three different
Mm-hmm.
ages. Like, it's so hard to keep up with, like on top of everyday life, on top of
Mm-hmm.
work, on top of the baby, on top of their schooling. Like today, I just text G and I was like, you need to check your schedule for school, like make sure everything looks normal. Because they had sent out a message saying that they like changed a few things with the schedules for the kids. So I'm like, yeah, just double check your schedule, make sure everything looks fine. But it's a lot. Like it's a lot. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
I that's a constant struggle for me. It's just trying to be on top of it all.
Yeah.
So
No, I get
every
that.
6 months, I'm like, I'm gonna do better, and then a
Yeah.
day in, I'm like, oh, it's too much. It's so much.
No, I get that. I have to be very intentional with it too because I'm not like the most organized person. But like
Yeah,
schooling the kids, I have to be organized and keep records and stuff. So I'm just like, I have to sit down and be like, this needs to be done. I have to do it. But it's so overwhelming.
I
I don't
know.
want to,
It's
but
so
no,
much.
I
Like
get that.
every literally every 6 months, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah, I just gotta be more, not more involved, but like more on top of it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's probably it for me. It's just more, more like not family time, but just keeping on top of it more. I think that's what
Yeah.
I'm constantly just like trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Just trying to be on top of it, but it is a lot. It is a lot when I'm constantly being pulled in every single direction. I feel that's
Mm-hmm.
overwhelming because I would
Yeah.
love to
Well,
just like sit at home and wait for the next email to come through. Like maybe that's a goal of mine to be at a place where I can just sit at home and just, oh, no problem. They need a volunteer. Oh, I think I have a few hours I could kill throughout the day to go volunteer somewhere. You know, like
mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's a goal we all would love, but I don't know. It's just trying to get there. But I don't know.
You'll
I
get
just
there. Takes
know,
time.
yeah. And then it's like, as far as work goes, do I want to get an actual job? Like, even then, that's like a whole thing too. So I don't know. I'm just trying to take it one day at a time over here. Just trying to be a better mom. Better mom and be more on top of it. Not so much like, I guess, anything else as far as like your typical New Year's, like stuff that everyone
Mm-hmm.
sees or whatever.
Yeah. Just trying to be
But
like more intentional with your time and your um
yeah.
things you have to do. I get that.
Yeah, like I had told Hyro yesterday because he brought in the dogs and
Mm-hmm.
Wick brings in a lot of mud. And I kind of had a fit about it and I kind of like went all crazy and OCD, but I'm just like no, like the little bit of time that I do have, like there's some days I don't get to sit down, like I'm on my feet all day. The only time I sit down is if I'm driving, like, and then when I come home, it's still go time. I really don't have a lot of time to sit down throughout the day. So when I'm at home, I'm making sure the house is staying tidy. Like whatever dirt Wick drags in and brings into the house, like that is so frustrating. So the other day he left for work, and I come downstairs and there's muddy paw prints all over the house, and it wasn't just like, oh, he went to like the edge of the living room and then turned around and went back. No, they were like all the way trailed into the living room, on my couches, like go to the bathroom. He got into the bathtub. There's mud everywhere. Oh, I
Oh,
was pissed. I was like, I bust my ass to work. I bust my ass to keep up with this house, like the little bit of time that I do have. So I'd appreciate it if these dogs go straight into their kennels when they come inside from outside, like just to dry
right.
off. But like, there's muddy pot. It's like the scene from Cinderella where the cat purposely gets into the dust and just
Mm-hmm.
tracks it everywhere. Devastating. Like that shit irritated me yesterday. I was so pissed. I
Yeah.
was so pissed because it's not just like one place. It's all over.
Yeah.
So
No,
that's
I know.
annoying. It's
I'm
like
just
stuff like that is what I don't need on my plate.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's my little venting session. It's my venting session about yesterday and just about how my time is precious and I don't need to be keeping it, doing it on things I just did the day before. But like I mopped and swept the day before. The next day there's muddy paw prints everywhere and I had to do it all over again.
That's frustrating.
Just yes. So
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, I guess that's it for me and my goals. Like just be more on top of it if I can. I found this little like year end review like questionnaire thing. So
Mm-hmm.
there's like 15 things. So number 1 is one word to describe the year for last year. How would you describe it in one word?
In one word. Would it be stressful? Eye-opening? Wait, that's 2 words.
I dash opening.
Eye dash opening, does that count? Probably. Something along those lines. A synonym for all that. Wait, is that a synonym?
Is that a cinnamon?
A synonym roll. Yeah.
For
I don't know.
me,
For you?
for me, maybe like interesting. Last year was really interesting. Like just like I said, like the first 6 months. Well, I mean, for the first like a good, I wouldn't say like 9 months was like fine, and then towards the end, winter time is always stressful for us because work is just slow in general
Mm-hmm.
for Hyro. So for me, but like yeah, it was interesting. It was a lot like fun and interesting. I guess would be one of those 2 words to describe it. Okay, what was your favorite movie of the year?
Favorite movie of the year. I don't even know what came out this year. Did we go to the theater to see anything?
Let's see. My favorite movie. Oh, I think John Wick Chapter 4 came out this year. Love the John Wick movies. That one came out. That one was a little crazy because the whole time it was just like everyone's after him. That one or the one with Jennifer Lawrence. That one was a comedy. That one was
I
a really
haven't
good
seen
one.
that one yet.
Oh, it's so cute. That one's a really
Yeah.
good one.
No, I haven't seen that one. Hold on. Did you ever watch the new Little Mermaid? I'm sure you did.
I did.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah, right? It was alright.
I also saw the Barbie movie and I thought that one was okay too. I thought people definitely overhyped it.
I thought it was cute. I didn't think it was. You know what
It
was
was
good?
cute, but it was definitely overhyped.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. What is that one called? The Sound of Freedom. Did you watch that?
Oh, I did. That one was a good one too.
That one was good. I did like that one.
I did see that one. What
Yeah,
about your favorite show?
my favorite show from this year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what was new this year.
Whether it be like I guess a new season, because that's what I would just pick a new season. I don't really know if
I
there's a
mean,
new
do we
show that
pick
came out.
anything else other than Vanderpump Rules? I mean,
2023 with
2023.
Vanderpump. Holy shit.
Like,
That's right.
yeah,
Oh my god. I need one of those like recap calendars for 2023. You know how like every month and every week there was like something
something
crazy that was
happening.
happening.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what I need as like a reminder right now. Yeah, Vanderpump. Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
Vanderpump, man, that was a huge one. Right at the beginning of the year too.
Mm-hmm. Vanderpump was good. What else is there? What was new? New shows. Hold on. Oh, what is it? On Apple TV with what's his name? The soccer one? Ted
Oh, Ted
Lasso.
Lasso.
I don't know if
We
that was
have
name,
yet to
but
see that. I guess that's a good
you
one. Hyro and I can start watching.
you have to watch that one. It's a really good show.
Everyone says it's a really good show. We haven't.
Yeah.
That's a good one to watch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When did C finish? I think C finished when I
don't know
just
when
had
C finished.
Mavis.
Oh, so that was like 2 years ago.
But I think I finished it before you did. Before you guys
You
saw
did.
it, right?
You did, because you were like, let me know when you see the finale.
I don't think we ever talked about it.
Did we not?
I don't think so. Dude, that ending was like, whoa. Such a weird show, but that ending was just like, that's it? Like,
I was
that's what's
disappointed.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was a crazy show.
Yeah, that was weird. And like Daniel, sometimes he's like, I feel like your dad would like that show, but I'm like, do I recommend it to him? I'm like, you put a clause on it, because my dad did like, the dragon one. What is that? Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I did
yeah.
watch Game of Thrones, so but I'm like,
Yeah. That's like us with my dad and Righteous Gemstones.
Oh.
Like he like he was
Righteous
like, it's
Gemstones.
bad. Yeah, he's like, it's bad, but it's true. And I'm like, yeah, you know it. Righteous Gemstones is like chef's kiss to a
everything.
What is that? A parody of mega
Yeah.
churches. Like,
yeah,
it's so perfect in every single way.
so funny. I love it.
But oh man,
no, that's a good one. Righteous Gemstones.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, for my show of the year, I'm not gonna say like a new show because I don't really remember what came out. But the newest season of Force, which is like a spin-off show of the Power franchise for 50 Cent. Yeah, so good. That one, oh my god, like Force is just amazing. Like Tommy Egan is a character, and that guy plays his character so well. Like, it's so cool, and it's filmed in Chicago, so that's even nice. Like, even more nice to see. But that one was probably like one of my top ones, aside from like all my reality ones. But I don't really remember watching like a new one.
A new TV show, right? Did The Bear come out this year? The Bear is good.
I think that.
Or was that last year?
They're on like their second season.
Oh.
Something you learn to do or something you've never done before.
I don't know. What'd you learn to do?
Well, something that I've never had to do before was when we signed Ami for baseball, for fall ball. We've never done anything as far as like a city league or anything like that. So that was something new. That was something new that we had to deal with, and that was like interesting.
Let's see.
It was just different. It was different.
On those lines, it would probably be like Danny and her recital, and like it being totally okay for my daughter to be up there dancing. You know what I mean? Like that was
that's great. That was
very new and completely out of all of our comfort zones, besides Danny's, of course, but us.
Yeah, she did so good up there. I had just come across those pictures, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, that's right. That was this year too. Like, it didn't feel like it was part of. Well, I guess last year, but yeah, that is a good one.
Yeah, no,
that was huge too.
Yeah, there was
like I wonder if they're all like that, like all the dance recitals.
No idea, because the studio is really small, so I was very surprised that they had all that. But they do have like 2 studios. I don't know. I was very surprised that it was that
Yeah,
big
but
too.
that's still like,
Mm-hmm.
I know, granted, probably 50% of it was like extra family members, but
Mm-hmm.
that's still like big enough to have that huge of a crowd like come
Yeah.
out. That was pretty exciting to see
Mm-hmm. That
and
was
to
great.
witness. Most newsworthy event. Probably
Most
the whole Scandal thing,
I
right?
was
I
gonna
mean, that
say, yeah,
was
that like
like,
that took over the year.
yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
What about biggest lesson learned?
Oof. Biggest lesson learned. Boundaries.
I was like, come on.
Yes. That
Like,
was
that's a
my
good one.
yep.
Boundaries. Biggest lesson learned for me is just probably just focusing on like my people. Like,
Mm-hmm.
my everyday people. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just focus on them
Yeah.
and not so much like I'm not going out of my way if I don't have to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's probably mine. My biggest lesson learned. Favorite place you visited last year?
Disney World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine would be, I mean, we went to 2 different places this year. So Tennessee, I mean, that was fun. Like going as like a siblings trip. There was that. And then like the 3 weeks we spent in Wisconsin this summer.
Oh
That was
yeah.
completely different and just like, it was nice to be, it was like nice to be away, but still close
Mm-hmm.
enough to where we were still close to home.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't miss home. I don't know, like we didn't miss it here, but I mean, that was nice. What about the best advice you received this year or
Mm.
last year?
The best advice I received last year was um you don't have to explain anything to anybody. You do what you need to
Yeah.
do. So that's probably yeah, the best advice. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You do what you need to do. And I was like, got it.
10-4.
Yep. Hear you loud and clear.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
The best advice that I received. Trying to think. I think for me, this is something that like I've heard. Like this is something that like I always remind myself. So not necessarily if I heard it last year, but just in general, I guess the best advice is stop talking to people like they're your kid. Like that. That's probably
What
like the best advice that I always say to myself.
like what do you mean though? Like
Like if I
condescending
haven't,
or
no, just like if I have an issue with somebody and I've already like either it's common sense or like if I already had a conversation with you and then I have to have another one because either actions weren't changed, like I'm not going to keep talking to you like you're my kid. Like I
got it.
have to constantly correct my kids. I'm not going to constantly correct someone who should be of mind
Mm-hmm.
and who's an adult. But
Mm-hmm.
that's like the advice that I live by.
I like
Is
that.
stop talking to people like they're your kid. I'm not gonna keep talking to you about the same damn thing over and over again. You're not my
Mm-hmm.
kid.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably like the best advice that like I probably live by. That or I just keep my circle small. I don't know. I just keep people at an arm's length. But anywho, that's different. That's a different subject.
Not part of the questions. Next.
Yeah. What about an achievement you are proud of for last year?
An achievement that I'm proud of for last year is finishing a first full year of homeschool
Yeah, that's really
last year.
good.
That's a really
That's commitment.
yeah.
That is
Yeah.
literally commitment.
Like we did it. We did the damn thing, you know? And I'm really genuinely very proud of myself for doing. I mean, today I made a freaking report card. Like, who am I?
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm sitting here like doing math and averaging grades and everything. And I'm like, what is this? But I'm so proud of myself for doing that. For like, not that it's
Yeah.
hard, but for choosing my kids and the best option for them. And just because it is for us doesn't mean it's for other people, but it works for us.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of me and my husband for doing this and sticking it through. And it was good. It was good. And this year is even better.
Good.
So, yeah, I'd say that.
Good. My achievement is probably just making it another year in our house. Like that's an achievement at
Oh,
this
yeah.
point, like making it another year. We're not completely broke, but like having a house is really really stressful.
Mm-hmm.
Like having a house is really stressful. Adding kids in the mix is just as stressful. Like,
Right.
but lots of silent prayers this past year, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Mm-hmm.
silent prayers and just like begging God, like, Lord, please just make it one more month, make it one more month. But that's why I'm just like, one more year, like one more year in this house, which is like amazing. Like I told Hiram, like, don't you just drive up to our house and just be like, that's our house. Like it's
Yeah.
so weird to say if you rented for so long and then you finally have the house, you're like,
Mm-hmm.
that's my house. Like
Right. We did it.
look how
Yeah.
cute my house is. Like I'm so grown.
Yeah.
But like having a house is really stressful. Like
Mm-hmm.
it really is, and all the expenses that come along with it. So I guess our achievement is another year in our home.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a big
huge
one.
goal.
It is.
Um this one says reminisce on one great compliment you received this year or last year. Everyone's saying this year, but
One great compliment. I think my favorite compliments are when people compliment my children. You know, when they're just like when they're genuinely like, your kid is so fun to be around, or like Leo just made me laugh so hard, your middle child, and I'm just like, I love that because they're like an extension,
yeah.
but I love that for my kid, not for me. You know,
Yeah.
that they're able to like feel free to be 100% themselves, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. I do. I enjoy
Yeah.
those very much. And I come home and I tell my husband, and we're just like, it feels good on that
Yeah,
sense
well, it
for
feels
them.
nice. Yeah, because well, it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of validating for you and Dan both.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean like to any parent who really gets like a nice compliment about your kid, whether they're caring or they made you
Mm-hmm.
laugh or,
Mm-hmm.
cuz I mean, we grew up all the time hearing like smile because you never know who's going through a hard time or whatever.
Yeah.
Like kids obviously don't know that. So the fact that it's so genuine
Mm-hmm.
coming from a kid or a child to an adult, and the adult's genuinely like, your child is so great, like you're doing such a good job at raising them because they're caring in this way, or they make me laugh in this way, like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's an amazing compliment. Mine would be like, even as a mom, like it's nice to hear validation from those like who either know our struggles as parents or as moms, and then to constantly hear like Elena, like, even like if someone were to say it to you, like, you're doing such a great job, like your kids have a roof over their head, they're fed, you make sure they have everything that they need or that they want. Like, for me, that's a really great compliment just in general, because I know how hard I can be on myself as a mom, as a parent, to feel like I'm never doing enough or it's never good enough. And then to see or hear someone say, like, you're such a good mom, like, your kids know right from wrong. Like, and that, even that in this day and age is a huge thing for
Yeah.
kids to know right and wrong, or to, you know how to behave or whatever. I don't know. It's just a nice compliment to hear that, like, we're always doing a good job when it comes to our kids. Like,
Right.
either
Right.
you're teaching them with good morals, or just in general, you're keeping them alive and fed. And, they have clean clothes. They have a crap ton of snacks to eat. Like, they're taken care of in every single way that we could think of.
But then,
But
like,
it's just nice to
sometimes
hear it.
for us, it's almost like it's not enough. Like, is it enough
Yeah.
for them? Is it? And then to have that, like you said, the validation, we're like, wow, you're doing great. Well, like, I just had this whole conversation with your kids, and it's just, you know, they're great, or they're whatever. I don't know. Just like stuff like that. I'm just like, good. But it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
No, it's nice. It's nice to
Yeah.
hear that about our kids, and it's nice to hear that about us. That we're doing the damn thing very, very, not very, very well, but I mean,
We're
well enough
doing
to get
it.
a compliment.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the last one, it says, what or whom are you most thankful for this year?
What or whom? I am thankful for my little tribe of people, because the last 6 months were very, very hard, and I wouldn't have been able
Mm,
probably to get through it without my husband and you, and especially my brother. Like, those were
yeah.
it was rough, but those people.
Yeah. Same. I have to say that too. Like, I'm really thankful. I especially like for you, because you are like my sounding board in almost everything. I don't talk to very many people nowadays, but you are definitely like somebody that's like, I need a second
Mm-hmm.
opinion. Like, you're my second opinion. Like, not second opinion, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know how people say, like, oh, you should get a second opinion just to make sure. Like, you're my first and my second. Like,
Right.
you're just so validating for me. Like, you've really helped me out this past year, especially like with my pregnancy, and
Mm-hmm.
like that whole, like, if we were having this conversation last year, a lot of things would be different. For the year that I was pregnant, that was just like a roller coaster for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew that things would be a little bit rough, because I've having to leave my job and stuff like that in 2022. So 23 was kind of just like the aftermath of having Mavis and doing life with Mavis. And yeah, like, it was fun. That's why I said it was fun and interesting. Like, it's fun because I get to see another one of my babies grow up, and
Yeah.
I get to spend more time with her as a baby versus, maybe my other kids or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it's been fun and it's been interesting. But if we were having this conversation the year before last, it would be a little bit different. There was
Mm-hmm.
just a lot happening in the year of 2022 for me.
Yeah, it was rough.
That
Yeah.
was a crazy year.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like people, you, obviously my husband is a huge backbone for me too. So even when I tell him, like, if I tell you something, don't judge me.
You do
He's
that
like,
too?
what did you do? Yeah,
I say, I have to tell you something, but you have to promise you can't be mad at me. And he's like, oh my God, Lisa, what is it? I'm like, I
yeah.
won't tell you until you promise you won't be mad at me. And literally, he'll
Yeah.
sit there and be like, give me a second. All right.
Yeah, see, like, Dan's more emotional than
Mm-hmm.
Hyro, so Hyro's just like, what did you do? And Dan's like, wait, no, I need a minute. Give me a brown paper bag. Let me breathe in, breathe out for a second. Give me 5. Hiram's just like, what did you do? Just tell me and give me the short version. Short and sweet version.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, the last thing that I had told him, and then I was just like, and he's like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I think this year for me is just, we're almost there with our insurance. So one goal for me this year is therapy, getting into therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And it has everything to do with my growing up and trying to relate that to who I am as an adult now. For me, it's just like, is this normal? Am I normal now? Am I considered normal? Or like, do I belong in a category? Like, or am I, am I perfectly fine? I just don't know. I just don't know if who I am today stems from my childhood. I can imagine some of it does, but I don't know. That's for me to figure out this year.
That's so funny that you
So,
say that, because like along the vision board lines, I'm like, I kind of do one I want to do one that's just empty, that says, who am I? Like, I feel like I've
yeah.
gone through like this year with like the whole church stuff and like personal stuff. There's so many things that are just like, I know I'm a wife, I know I'm a mother, I know I'm a daughter, but like, who is Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who are you? Like, what are
Yeah.
my own feelings about stuff, and like, what adjectives would I use to describe myself? But also, like, I know I'm not crazy. We've gone through all this before where we're like, we're not crazy. It's the trauma. The trauma's crazy. We're not crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
And it sounds like an identity crisis, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
For me it's not an identity crisis. I know who I am. I know what I like and what I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I stand for and what I don't stand for. But I just want to know, like, maybe like something triggers me in this way and I can't handle it emotionally, or that upsets me emotionally, and then I get physically upset. Like, why? That's where I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Is,
Now I get that.
am I
That's
like this because of that?
it's the whole like not learning how to like regulate our own feelings as children, because we were taught to just like smile through everything and fake it till you
Yeah.
make it. And we weren't taught
Yeah.
the like coping mechanisms on how to deal with our own feelings, because we weren't really
Yeah.
allowed to have feelings out loud.
So on top of that, we had how was last year. So now this year, maybe we already went over some of these things by just saying in comparison. But this question is, what will be my theme for the year? Like, what's your theme?
My theme, I think we said it at the beginning, my theme is boundaries.
Boundaries.
Right? And to be what was it? Yeah, boundaries. Probably just a thing. And intentional with my energies, and intentional in protecting myself. I think that's what I'm. Yeah.
Same. My theme this year is just doing me. Just always doing me. Keep chugging along until I can completely sit back and be like,
Don't get
this
there.
is the life. Until then, I gotta bust my ass to get there. So it's just doing that. Just keep on with the crazy train. Okay. Let's see. Do you have any habits that you are going to be letting go this year?
Did you get that swallow? No. That was like that's
Gulp.
Gulp. No, I don't have any bad habits. I mean, I don't know.
Considers on what people who thinks they're
exactly.
bad habits.
According
What
to
is
me,
considered a bad habit?
I don't have any bad habits. No, I don't know. Do you have any bad habits? They're gonna give up.
Sure. No, not that I'm giving up, but
All right, next.
yeah. Nope, I'm perfect. I don't know. Like maybe a bad habit is just there's some days where I could be like super lazy. Like I can just be in a funk. Like today I didn't want to go anywhere today. I didn't want to go anywhere yesterday. I just wanted to sit in the house and just like not do a damn thing.
Well, because you need a day off. You go, go, go. You're working all the time. And you literally
And I
just
know
said it.
that.
And then you deserve a day off. It's like me. I don't cook
And
on
that's what I
Sundays.
told
It's my
Hyro
day off.
too.
Yeah. Take
That's
a
what I
day
told
off.
Hyro. He's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm like, I don't want to work. I don't want to go anywhere. Like, I don't want to do anything. And yes, I sat home and stayed home with the kids. But even then, that's not, when it's me and the kids, it's not just me sitting down doing nothing. I still have to cook. I still have to clean. I still did laundry yesterday. Like, I'm a house bitch. I'm a house bitch. That's like the new maid, a house bitch. But habits, no. And a habit, well, I don't know. I feel like there's stuff that I could be better at, but at the same time, I just don't care to be better at them. Like, I could be better at responding back to text messages, getting back to people.
That's never gonna
But some
change.
days I'm like,
Well, not. I'm
some
not
days I'm
saying
like,
for you. For me, I'm terrible at it. It's not gonna change.
yeah, like, no, like I, I have family group chats on mute sometimes because I'm just like, are you guys working? Like, does nobody's working today? Like, we just have to hit up the group chat every 5 minutes. And then there's another group chat that we have. So there's one with just like my mom, like all of us, my siblings, and my parents. And then there's one with like my aunts, my uncles, my grandparents, my cousins. That's like one huge one, that one I have on mute. Like, I looked at my phone. There's like 50 text messages just from one thread. Nope. Like, I don't have the energy. So I don't know if you call that a bad habit, but not sure if that's going to change either. Let's see. What areas of my life needs my immediate focus?
What areas of my life needs my immediate focus? Let's see. I would say my I don't know if like mental health is the right word, but like
That's what I was thinking. Just
yeah,
like your own personal self, just making
yes.
sure, like, because on top of just like setting boundaries and protecting yourself and protecting your energy, like, you still have to make sure you're physically taking care of yourself too.
Yeah.
Like, making sure I shower. Like, when you're
No,
a mom, you have to make time to set aside time to shower.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you really do.
I
You really
was
do. It's doing that, keeping up with my hair, like, just
mhm.
personal
Yeah.
beauty,
No,
personal
personal
care.
stuff really. And then like cuz if that's not all done, then it kind of like puts you in a mood, and then like you're reactive toward the kids, or not you, but me. Like we get reactive toward the kids when they didn't even do anything, and it's mostly just me just not being like self-care,
Yeah.
mental health, self-care, like take the time to look yourself in the mirror and be like, you got this, B. You got it. You know? Go
Yeah.
out there, like the mental mindset and the self-care about it. I feel like I'm going to need, and like self-reflection to kind of be like, you're doing this all for one end goal. You care about
Yeah.
everything, everyone who lives in this house, and
Yeah.
just get up and do the damn thing.
I know.
Yeah.
That's how I get to, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, I have to set aside a time. Like, yes, I shower. It's like, but sometimes it's just like a really quick in and out shower. You have to start making breakfast, getting the kids up,
Mm-hmm.
especially when school's starting tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
too. Like now it's back to our regular schedule, but at least couple times a week I'm like, okay, I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna shower in the same night, not the next morning, and that's when I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna wash my
Mm-hmm.
hair. I'm gonna condition, and the conditioner is
Mm-hmm.
gonna sit on for 10 minutes. You're listening to music or whatever show, like that is you time. Like
Mm-hmm.
more of that this year. Just more of taking the actual initiative to just get away, lock yourself in the shower, and just boil yourself.
Come out like a
Just
lobster. A red
yes, boil
lobster.
yourself.
Yes.
Oh,
It's the
I
best.
got these really nice washcloths from Burlington, and it was a pack of 3 for like $5. I love Burlington's like spa or like bath section,
Mm-hmm.
but on one side it's a little bit rough. It's more of like a scrubbing exfoliating, and I love me a good rough exfoliating pad. Like I want I want a layer of skin to just be shed off my face. I just whacked my microphone. But I want like the first layer and just do like my own microdermabrasion on my face. Like that's what I do. But these are washcloths, so I have one for my face and one for my body, and like
Mm-hmm.
the fresh shave, like the nice exfoliating on your legs. Oh,
I love me
it's the
a
best.
sugar scrub. Like a sugar scrub in the
Ooh.
shower. Like it just because my skin and it just hurts so good. It's like
Yes. The hurt so
it
good
hurts
is
so
like
good.
yes, it's like I told Hyra if I was rich and I could just afford a full-time back scratcher, I'd spend the money on a full-time back scratcher. I sure would, like, because sometimes it's like, but you just have that itch and you're like,
Ugh,
get in
you can't
there.
get it.
Like dig in
Let
there.
me tell you how angry I get when I'm like, Dan, scratch my back. And he's like, I just cut my nails. And I'm like, why? You hate me.
Don't you ever why don't you think about me
Why
before
don't
you
you
cut your nails?
ask me before you do it?
Same. Same. I get pissed when Hyro trims his beard. I
Ugh.
get pissed when he cuts his nails.
Mm-hmm.
But the worst is sometimes he bites his nails off and then I tell him to scratch my back.
Ouch.
That literally hurts so bad.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like a knife being scraped down your back. That's the worst.
yeah.
Like,
I'm
bro,
like,
take
if
care
you
of your
need a freaking nail
hangnail.
file, ask
Jeez,
me.
for real,
Oh,
right? Ugh.
that shit hurts.
Oh my god, we're the same person.
Yeah. But you know what I was thinking too? Like, maybe like a goal. I saw this one TikTok video,
Hmm.
and this girl, I don't know if you've ever come across it yet, but this girl has her bathtub, and she has like shelves in her bathtub, but it's like shower gels with the matching sugar scrubs or the exfoliating scrubs with like the matching lotions. Like, she has like different scents that all like
Like
go
all
together or
matched up.
whatever. Yeah. It's just like all her sugar scrubs, all her. I'm like, oh my God.
That sounds
Young
amazing.
me.
Options.
Oh,
Love the options.
yes. Yes. Like, there's just something about like that period of age. I, I can only speak for me because I know I went through this phase where I had to have like what is that? The Queen's like shea butter or the cocoa butter? Do you know
The
what I'm
shea
talking
butter.
about? It's cocoa butter, but I think the brand is called Queen's. Let me look it up. But it was like I went through a whole phase, like right after high school. Well, probably like my senior year and then college, where after you shave, I would just butter myself up with that cocoa butter. Oh,
I don't remember cocoa butter, but I remember being like really into like body butters. Cause like the
oh,
feel
from
of
the
them.
Body Shop. The
Yes.
Body Shop was like brand new too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh
Like
my, yes, I was so into it.
I loved a body butter. And I remember somebody asked me, like one of the guys at school was like, isn't it the same as the lotion? And I was like, no, it is not the same as a lotion. It is a butter. It's
Yeah,
different.
this one, Queen Helene. Remember this brand?
Let me see.
It used to be in like
Oh,
a taller bottle.
yeah. I know that. The brand
This one right
thing.
here. This cocoa butter like made me feel like silk. Oh, I could smell it.
Yes, I know
Do you
exactly
remember
what you're talking
that?
about.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yes, like I went through a phase. This is like talk about self care. Like every young person, I feel like goes through this around this time. Gianna's going through it now, but where you have to do like the moisturizing your face, like just lotion yourself up. But the Body Shop era with the body butters. Oh my god,
But it all
using
had
like
to match. Like I can't use the like mango body butter with like the strawberry body spray. You know what I mean? Like it all needs to
unless
be
yeah,
mango
coconut. It's
or
either like
coconut.
coconut and pineapple.
Yes, like but I would have to be all
So you
coconut
smell
and
like a pina
pineapple.
colada.
Exactly. I couldn't just go with like mango pineapple. That wouldn't work for me and I would
Yes.
just it would throw off my whole day. You know?
Yes. But I
Or
mean,
like
if you did mango and pineapple, then you'd be a mango pineapple like smoothie.
see, it
Like you
makes
smelled
sense,
like a
but with the
smoothie.
butters and stuff, it didn't work. It didn't
Oh,
work. Or
man, I
like
was just thinking about the Body Shop the other day because I still have some Satsuma body butter.
mm-hmm.
Do you remember what that's? Oh, it smelled like
Cross-eyed.
Satsuma body butter by the Body Shop smells like an orange starburst.
Like
Like
salivating.
it's oh yes. Like when you smell it, you want to taste it, but I don't recommend use it smells so divine. It is so delicious. But I remember Joyce used to sell the Body Shop because it was kind of like an Avon type thing when it first started,
Mm-hmm.
to where you can sign up to sell it because they also had cosmetics on top of like the hand lotions and all the body crap or whatever. But man, a
That's
fresh
funny.
pedicure with some body butter smothered, you are slipping out of your chanclas. Like it is, you feel so smooth. It is the best feeling ever.
I think our podcast got very sensual right now.
Yeah. But there's like this age. I went through this
Mm-hmm.
era where I had the sea salt scrub, the hand scrub, the exfoliating hand scrub that was like so thick, and you just was to massage it in your hand and then you wash it off. Then
Mm-hmm.
you put on lotion afterwards. Your hands felt so light, like
Yeah.
feathers.
Mm-hmm. That was the best.
I'm trying to get sponsored right now for us for the Body Shop because that shit is so heavenly. Like, oh, it's the best feeling ever.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me want to go and like take a loan and just get all the body
Get them
butters
all.
again.
Get them all.
Gotta collect them all. But anywho, that's like our spa talk. That's one
Self-care.
thing that I would like. Yeah, that's one thing that I would just like to take care of. Because this one says, how do I plan to take care of myself and my energy for this year? But like I feel like that's some way in
Mm-hmm.
order, like, just take a moment and just give yourself some self-love, self-care, some feet rubbing, like just give your own self your own spa day. But that's something that I like. Do you have any like fun goals now that you and Adam had like a conversation about your whole skin grafting on New Year's? I think our goal this year should be at least like a tattoo or a piercing. Like that should be our goal as besties this year.
I think we need to. We've been talking about a tattoo for like years. Let's do it because now I know I can get tattoos thanks to Adam. I remember being so excited because I was like, "Do you see the man? The man's
Oh no,
completely
you
tatted, and he's been
froze.
like this since he was 10. Not the tattoos, the skin condition." And I'm like, at least that's what I
You
remember.
froze
I
a
was,
little bit.
oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I started talking really fast. That's probably why. I got very
Your
excited.
computer's like, stop,
Yeah.
wait. Wait for me. At this point, this technology sucks. Like, it's either my shit or
It's
your shit
against
every
us.
now and then.
It's against us.
Yeah.
No, I'm like genuinely like very excited. Like that was kind of, it
Yeah.
was almost like, did I dream that moment? Because like, did it, because no, I'm so excited. Yes, we're doing tattoos and I'm gonna be okay because Adam's okay. And if I'm not okay, it's Adam's
Yeah.
fault.
Right. I know. I'm like, I want to get my nose pierced so bad. I should just do it. Like, I'm probably going to be a complete rebel this year.
I want to do it too, but
I need to just do it.
I'm afraid my nose is
Yeah,
gonna
I'm afraid
swell
too.
up.
Oh, I'm not afraid of that. I'm just afraid of like pain.
Oh,
I
that
don't
doesn't
like feeling pain.
that won't bother me. It's just the swelling of my skin. But no, I love it. Let's do it. I'm down
Okay,
for it.
that's our goal this year as besties.
We're gonna
Is
tattoo.
to finally get a tattoo.
Make it permanent.
And
yeah.
And a piercing. Well, at least for me. A tattoo and a piercing. So, but G with like the whole piercing, G's like, she wants a second hole in her ear. And I'm just not there yet for her. So,
how old is she? 12? 11?
Yeah.
12.
12. So I just don't know. I'm like, maybe like one more year. And then maybe, I just like, this is new territory for all of us. And I'm just trying to let her express herself, but in a timely manner.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm just like, I'm not saying no. Like, that's what I tell her. I'm not saying no. I'm just saying not right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I kind of have to switch it around.
Right,
like,
and
I have
she's
to
like,
choose my
so
words
that means
very
no.
wisely. Well, right now, no. She actually says okay.
Mm.
Like, I tell her with like the whole social media thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not right now. I'm not saying no, but just not right now. Okay. So that seems to be working for me at this moment.
Oh, wow. Good.
But I just know that I was like, maybe I'll get my like nose pierced. And she's like, then I'll get my second piercing. And I'm just like, it's one thing for me. You're so young. Just slow down. So, but anyway, I guess those were just like fun little questions. I know I put you on the spot a little bit. Because I like to keep things spicy and surprising around here.
Spicy.
But there's a couple of affirmations that like I came across to have like in the new year. Like you said, there's words. I seen that. That's actually like pretty cool because that's something different that I haven't seen. That's like not your average goal or resolution to live by, like certain words like to live by, or just if you see it's like, okay, that's a reminder to keep my boundaries, to respect myself, or whatever the case. So I do like the whole
the words.
I
liked it for me because I have like a hard time articulating myself and my thoughts, and like to be able to put it on like a one whole thought of what I want, that's just like difficult. So words.
Yeah. No, words it's perfect because it's something that you're bound to see throughout your time for next year or throughout this next year. So I think words are perfect because it doesn't have to be so, it's very specific, but it doesn't like have to be. Like you can just be out and you can see the word boundary. And then you're like, all right, boundaries.
Word.
It's that
word of
easy.
the year.
It works. So I like that, but it's different. It's different than the losing weight. It's different
right.
Financially stable. Like it's just different. So New Year affirmations for a new year, something to help like people out is just the first one is I'm at peace with my past and I'm excited for my future, to kind of always be looking forward and not backwards. Each day is a fresh start and a new beginning. That's something that I have started telling myself like often throughout these last couple years. Just like every day is not going to be the same,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you have so much like happening, or so much going on. Just if I'm out and about and I feel like there's just too much happening, like people are driving recklessly or whatever, like I'm at the point in my life where I'm like, I need to just get home. Like,
Yeah.
whatever else I have going on for the day, if I feel like something isn't right and I'm seeing too much hecticness happening, then I'm just like, go home and just do it again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Just, it's okay. Like, it's okay to
It's
it's
okay
okay to
to like not
pick
be
up tomorrow.
okay today. I say that to the kids a lot.
Yeah.
Like if they have a bad day, I say today's almost done. Tomorrow we try again. We forget
Yeah.
about you're gonna forget about it today, and tomorrow we'll start over and we'll do it again. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. And from like my experience too, it's like when something has been like that to where I'm just like, okay, just like call it quits for the day. Like I've seen one too many people running the red light. I will pick it up tomorrow. It's not worth like staying out here and just feeling unsafe.
Right.
You know, that's something that I've been having to tell myself every now and then, like, it's not going to work out today. Don't force life today. Do it again tomorrow.
Exactly.
And then sometimes the next day, I'm just like, oh, like everything worked out and you have like a great day. Just that day, for whatever reason, just it didn't work.
Yeah. And sometimes
And the
that
next day,
happens.
everything falls into place.
Yep.
But this next one says, I am capable of achieving my goals and turning my dreams into reality.
Manifest it.
Manifesting.
Yes. Here for it. Love it.
Twins. Yes. I don't know if you've seen this video, but like it's like it says Christians use prayer, or like use God to like you use prayer through God to help bring what you're needing into existence. If
Okay.
that makes sense. Like Christians use prayer.
Yeah.
Witches use witchcraft. But at the end of the day, it's all basically like manifesting.
Yeah.
It's all the same thing, just used in a different
You could say
word.
you could say it the opposite way, that manifesting is praying to God. You know, like you can totally, I see them as both. Like a prayer is a prayer, manifesting is its own prayer to your higher power.
Well, the whole knock and ye what is it? Knock and ye shall receive, or ask and ye shall
seek
receive.
and ye shall find.
Yeah.
Right? Something
It's
like
all
that.
the same thing.
Ask and you
I just
shall
love that. Like I heard that.
Ask and ye shall receive. Seek and you shall find.
Yeah.
Knock and the door shall be opened unto you. There you go. Anyway.
We'll preach it, girl.
Sorry.
But no, but that's just like I manifest through prayer and I manifest through meditation.
Yeah.
Like,
meditation. Yeah.
Let's see. My life is a reflection of the energy I put out into the world. That's always like a really good reminder to always stay true to yourself and just keep in mind that like you are a good person, you are here to do good, and just don't let anyone try to turn you or tell you otherwise, I guess.
Right. And that's why I'm like be intentional with it. Either projecting it or deciding to walk away from something that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know, for this New Year's, like for me, because I'm like, you know what? Like 2019, like I always reference that year because I felt like that year, it was a few years after I had Ami, and then I was just like, I wanted to get back to like more socializing and just like having a lot of fun. Like 2019 was such a good year, and I'm kind of like that now for this year. Like, I want to socialize a little bit more. Like, I mean, it's been a long time since like I've really like gone out or like done anything. I mean, there's the nights where the four of us have gone out and like done the concert. Like that is so much fun. Like I would
Right.
sign up for that
But
every
it's not
weekend if
going
I
out
could.
like we used to go out.
Right. And that's fine too, but like I do need to like get out and just have either girls' nights, even if it's going out for just like a sip of wine or whatever, just getting out of the house and just setting time aside to just be with either my girlfriends or a date with my husband. Just now that G's older, it's just like if we have a little bit of extra money, it's just like let's just get out really quick and just go get a drink or something. Just I need to like I feel like I'm starting to feel that again. Like I need to make more time to just like separate myself from the house a little bit.
A priority.
I mean, what are we asking for Mother's Day this year again?
Again.
Here we are again. This is year number 3. Lysa and I have asked for the same damn thing for Mother's Day, and maybe 2024 is our year. But we have asked, like our husbands have both asked us separately, mind you, until we both said to each other when we were all together what we wanted for Mother's Day. We both asked separately was for a hotel room with snacks, with no kids, no husbands, and just us, just our besties,
snacks, hotel room, room service, TV. And have we gotten it? Nope.
That's it.
We haven't.
Nope. This is like year number 3. We are asking for
and
this.
I know one of you listens to this
Mother's Day.
So you got yourself a few months.
What is it? That Bernie meme where he was like, here I am asking again. Like that's us. Here we are asking again.
For a month. Yes.
Can we please get our Mother's Day package?
That's it. It's
all we
simple,
want.
But like
that's it.
Whatever. I mean, you guys can like split costs. Like it's one hotel room.
Literally.
God. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that hard. But anyway. All that to say, this year is just more boundaries, more focusing on ourselves. You know, just trying to survive life as mothers, as wives, as children. Us, like we ourselves, our kids, like we're all just trying to float along in the sea of life.
Float along in the sea of life.
Yes.
Oh, we're on a boat. I'm thinking we're like drowning. Like what?
Whatever.
Oh, I guess you could float.
I mean, we could be. We're just floating.
That really confused me. I'm sorry. Some people are sinkers. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
I have built-in flotation devices, so I am always floating. Nice. I am blessed. No. But I don't know. I hope everyone had a really great New Year's, and I hope they had like a lot of fun, and I hope everyone shoots and reaches their goals that they set for themselves, whether that's health-wise, physically, mentally, I don't know, whatever case your goal is, whatever category it falls in. Just, I don't know. I just hope that everyone has a great new year, a blessed new year. I hope everyone has a safe, 2024. Everyone stays alive and healthy in 2024. And that's all I want. Peace, love, and nobody bothering us. Nobody bothering me. World peace. Nobody bothering me this year.
World peace.
Yeah. Yes, but the next big thing that we have coming up, which we have to start planning, is Valentine's. We have to get on the group chat for that. If anyone's listening who has been to one of our Galentine parties, I think this year I kind of want to switch it up a little bit and have it somewhere else aside from my house. So that way we can have like that fun night out and just have a good time.
Excuse you.
As I hiccup. Excuse me. I'm not drunk. But Galentine's is a big one. That's what we have coming up next. This was our little New Year's episode. What do you want to talk about next?
Me? Let's
Do
see.
you have
What
any
should we talk about
ideas?
next?
Yeah.
I don't know. We kind of did it this time, like garbage
So much
TV.
to
But we
choose
did that
from.
at like the beginning of this. Not garbage TV, but
Yeah, because I'm so excited that
I know.
winter break is
Agreed.
up. And all of our shit's coming back. The writer's strike is up, so even more of our shows are coming
Hallelujah.
back. Like,
Yes.
it's about freaking time.
Oh, that's good. TV.
So, but I don't know. We'll keep in touch, but it's late.
If you can't tell by the
Gotta
end
go.
of this, we're like deliriously talking.
I know. Just trying to make stuff up to make time. No, but we hope everyone has a great night. Our latest episode we just put up was the protest update. So that's going to be released tomorrow on Monday. So if you're hearing this, go hear that. If you haven't already. We have been uploading to our YouTube channel all of our videos that you see us here. Those are all on our YouTube channel. We have to upload to TikTok, but don't be afraid to reach out, give us some ideas of what to talk about, but also follow us on social media to keep up with what's happening.
Perfect.
So, on that note, as I ramble on off here, we shall talk to you later.
Good night.
Bye. Yeah, good night. Bye. Follow us on Instagram and find us on Facebook to find out when you can